Right, I think I've made another SaaS by accident, and I've made my own one better. So it's now day 43. Welcome to day of Luke trying to become a full-time digital entrepreneur. I used to be a YouTuber, but now I've made a SaaS in a school community, so I'm not too sure about that. SaaS in a school community. So far this month in numbers, roughly, what date we got? The 12th of Feb. We have had, honestly, like 2.5 in cash and probably about the same in deals. Deals in cash, so we're doing all right so far for the month. Now, big changes since the last time we spoke. So Skool is now up and running. Our SaaS now has a nice landing page. So the next step is to go and get some customers, hopefully. And then we kind of accidentally are making another SaaS. Hopefully just a nice little simple one though. So, what's going on here? Let's first look at Skool, then we'll look at the rest of it. I suppose actually a nice cool announcement. I don't even have it with me actually, because it's a card in my bedroom, or my office. 40,000 subscribers. Let's go. So, 40,000 subs. I don't think last time I had this artwork up the top, AI to app. Well, basically, I've launched a Skool community, and I just made the VSL now, called AI to app, which is about going from idea to live app in 14 days. I think the last time we spoke, I was on the fence about whether to go full into this or whether to go back into my old ways of here's a Skool community about everything I've ever done. Well, now we've changed it to outcome driven, so it's all about getting you from an idea to live app in 14 days using Claude Code. So here's a classroom. We literally have recorded all the videos, so that was yesterday and the day before. I think we maybe started the last time we spoke on this daily channel that's not daily anymore. But wait, did I say day 43 or 44? I think it's day 44, you know. The title will tell me. I don't know. It's late. I was up till like 1 AM recording yesterday. Anyway, so we have this now, which essentially is a little Pokemon version of me that I made here. You can also see him on the About page. Let's go to the About page. There he's here, pointing to AI to app. Idea to live app in 2 weeks. And I ended up making like this map on, was it Gemini? I think I started making it in Claude, and then I moved to Gemini because Gemini could actually do it properly. Claude was trying to make it an HTML file. It was not ideal. So anyway, we have 5 stages here. We have just start building, make it real, ship it, make some money, make it better. So just start building is like get V0 done, installing stuff. Let's make it real is actually using like agents and stuff like that. As you can see here, make a project manager, version control, agents. Ship it is about infrastructure. You don't have to worry about the infrastructure really, because you can let the MCPs do it, but you still have to understand what's going on. Make some money, kind of monetization models, marketing, how to add Stripe, and then make it better. It's just like additional features that we want to add, landing page, Google Auth, that kind of stuff, and then more expert stuff as we go on, using maybe Claude bot in the future. We'll see. So this is our baseline that we're going from, and as we were creating this process, so I was trying to follow the same process I followed for YouTuber systems. Well, as I was following that process, we made a new app, kind of, which is time blocks. I'm trying to find a proper URL for it, but here's time blocks. Basically, you can speak into it, and it creates a to-do list for you. So this is a landing page that it made. Nice, simple pricing structure. I like this landing page stuff. It's pretty cool. So then if we go back, this is it logged in. My little to-do list app. Here we go. This is today's stuff. Go to McDonald's. Bam. Buy cat food. Bam. Finish Skool community. Kinda. But basically just click here and then you say what you need to do. I don't think it'll work because I'm in the process of changing my API keys because this is now live. Let me write that down because I need to finish doing that because it is now live because I don't want my API keys leaked. But basically now we have this little SaaS here that we made as a demo. and I'm going to clean it up and then make it live. But we also have upgraded YouTube Systems. As you can see, it now has a slick landing page, which is amazing. I honestly think it's amazing. I think this product is amazing. I think the landing page is so cool. So, yeah, I'm pretty happy. What the settings look like? Have they changed them to? So I was trying to get them to change some stuff. Need some padding here. Anyway, it looks so much better. So now we have this problem where we've made this SaaS, and we need to market it now. We've made this SaaS, kind of. We don't really need to market this one. And then we have our skill community, where we need to now get some people. So the next stages of everything, really, is to try to, like, spread awareness everywhere about the stuff we've just done and made. The YouTuber systems, we need to make sure the functionality is working. But basically, my plan of action right now is we have YouTube. So we've got a couple of channels. We have like communication channels, marketing channels. We have YouTube. We have Skool, which is like the free school. We have our newsletter. We'll just write news. And we have LinkedIn. Now they have different kind of demographics. If we, how can I, there we go, to optimize space on the screen. We basically, for YouTube, we have 40k people, and we have them through YouTube video, like so longs. We have shorts, and we have posts. On Skool, we have post, and honestly, probably a link. And then we can also DM people as well. Newsletter. Because I forgot what news was already. Newsletter, we have 5k people. I suppose here I should say we have about 2k. 5k, it is a newsletter. That's just what it is. And LinkedIn, we have... Let me move this over a little bit just so we can see it all on screen at once. Is on LinkedIn, it's more of my professional audience. I do have about 2k of people, but it's more like, you know, people that I actually know. Wait, hold on. Thought my baby was crying. I have a baby monitor with me. So, yeah, 2k is more of like people I know. You could DM some people here, make a post about it. And that's probably it, and this is just, you know, newsletter. So the problem we have here, the conundrum, kind of is, we have a skill community with one goal, and we have a SaaS with one goal. Now, both of them, I want initial users. I suppose we also have a YouTube as well that we need to keep on running. So YouTube does need to get some love, but essentially for the SaaS, my intention was to reach out to people on LinkedIn, because I know a couple of people who would maybe go and use it, so kind of YouTubers. So I'm thinking, how do I draw a line to DM here? Oops. So we're going to DM a couple of guys that I know, maybe 3 or 4. And then we're gonna on for Skool, so that's for the SaaS, and it's also then going to be in the description of all of my YouTube videos. And then I will have to really make probably a post about it inside of that Skool, and then I probably should make a newsletter about it at some point, but I don't know. YouTube post. Probably should. And then shorts, I think, is where this could shine. And then also long videos, I suppose, for like how much money I've made on YouTube so far, or how I went full time on YouTube and tried to like plug my own product. So there's a bunch of like possible ways here, but the main thing with both of these is that I'm actually just trying to get people to use it. I want people to use it, and I want to then talk to them about it, because I want to make them better. And I think that these here, they're actually, they work together. And this here is more of a marketing channel than anything else. That's not an I, that's an E. Marketing channel. As for like the school, what can we do with that? Well, I'm thinking it'd be good to, DM and link to be like, here's my new school. Then obviously it's going to go in the description of every video for my school. I'm thinking of doing a long form video of the entire course, so just like putting the whole course out there for free, because this is V1. I honestly, after recording it, I think most people do this with everything. I've always been like it. I record it, whilst I'm recording it, I'll have a couple of bumps, hiccups, and be like, this is probably the worst thing anyone's ever made. This is awful. I need to redo this whole thing. Then I'll watch it back and go, hey, that was actually pretty good. But there's some bits where I'd want to chop out. And as you practice it more and more, I keep having this like Alex Hormozy in my head being like, the video where he says, if I gave you 2 more hours to edit this, what would you change? And then he says, and then you come back and I say, if I gave you 2 more hours, what would you change? And then you say what you'd change, and then I say, if I could give you 20 work hours, what would you change? Oh, well, I would scrap the whole thing and start again. And he's like, do that then. He's like, that's the difference between people who go viral and people who don't. And that's the kind of thing I have here. But before I go and just refine it based on what I think's best, I want to get some feedback first. So, for the school community, we can hopefully do that by bringing people in and getting some testimonials. This is kind of the main thing here. So the main thing with the school is we want testimonials of like people's apps that they've made, and then we're going to bump the price up. Now currently it's free, just so I can try and start working with people, and then the price is going to go up. Originally we were looking at like $47, but I think maybe 27 or 29 could be a nice point to start. The air in here's so dry. 29 could be a nice price point here. As for the SaaS I think really is linked to my... Oh, also school. Yeah, for school, I'm going to drop it in the newsletter, of course. And then I'm also going to... Well, I need to use my pen, because my pen has like weight to it. There we go. And then also I'm going to post about it on LinkedIn, so that people that I know will go and look at it. I'll also need to do that really for the SaaS. But the SaaS, I think, is more interconnected to the YouTube. So if the YouTube channel does well, the SaaS will kind of reflect how well it works. Because basically, we have our YouTube channel as marketing. So we have, let me see, school is here. So this is AI to app. Oh, let me write that like that actually. AI to app. Then we have YouTube or systems. Then we have YouTube itself. Now the funnel is kind of that people will come in to YouTube, and then they'll go to AI to app. So I have to make content that serves this avatar of AI to app. On the other side here is that people will come into YouTube or systems, into YouTube, see how well that we're doing. Maybe say that, let me draw a graph, we'll see how well we're doing, so then they'll go and check out YouTube or systems, and then from here, they'll hopefully buy it. That's kind of the idea. And or we can just hook them in directly from YouTube here as well. So the main thing is that I'm trying to not muddy my channel too much to try to serve the YouTube or system avatar, because we don't really want to be targeting YouTubers per se. Not right now. That idea in my mind of who they are is a bit kind of, I'm not sure. But the AI to app, this is the customer we want to serve right now. But I think there's an overlap here of people who want to make SaaS, because they kind of overlap, obviously, between these two are, entrepreneurs, people who essentially, from as far as I can think of, people who want to break the 9 to 5 or earn a bit of extra income and stuff like that. And so if I'm like, here, you can make your app and it's easy, and here you can make your YouTube videos and it's easy, then suddenly, I think that honestly this same person could use both, because I am this type of person who would do both of these here. So that's what we're working with right now. As for stats and stuff, Skool, we're bringing in 0. YouTube, it's like whatever, 2.5 grand, I think. And you say these things, I throw them out willy nilly, right? But when you would have asked me a year, 2 years ago, definitely 5 years ago, to make $2,500 in half of the month so far, I'd have been like, oh my goodness, that's amazing. But when you get essentially a wife and 2 kids, it's not as much as you think. And inflation, since I was a kid. Anyway, YouTube is about that, and our SaaS is, again, 0. The other SaaS, we've got this little like to-do list one. I might make this so that you only can use it if you're part of the group or something, but I don't know. Seems a bit thingy. But another side idea, so this is the plan right now, or the ideas. A side idea that I had was if I can systematize AI to app. So if this is like, it has an actual methodology for the school. So like step by step, do this, do this, do this, do this, and then you'll have an app. And this can be enhanced by having like, some master prompt plus like setting up some accounts plus so like some master prompt plus set up accounts plus then just like a little bit of guidance. If you're to have this, then it's hard to then not think that this could then be abstracted to then be a SaaS. But basically, it's kind of like, some Lovable or something 2.0, or they already have 2.0, so I guess it'd be, let's call it Unlovable 1.0. Slopgen.app or something. But yeah, it's weird. It's hard to then not think that that's what could happen, because that's essentially what happened with YouTuber Systems. Was like YouTuber Systems as a workflow that I would do manually, and then I'm like, right, if this is a manual workflow and it has specific kind of predefined steps with just a little bit of human in the loop, i.e. a person replying, you can then suddenly have a SaaS. It's like, okay, that's scary. So then, you've got to think of things like Maltbot, OpenClaw, all this kind of stuff. Or ClaudeBot, I think, are people calling it. I don't know, it has like a gazillion names, but basically running Claude code just continuously forever. It's hard to then think that this kind of thing isn't just going to be like every process ever. But I have noticed, side tangent kind of, on here, I get an ad on Grow with Evelyn. I got an ad on YouTube, no, Instagram Reels. Then I get this guy too, YouTube with Ben. He as well. I got his ad on Instagram Reels as well. Joined, and then it charged me. I think it charged me like $19 after 7 days, because it said it would tell me when I was gonna renew, but I don't remember that it did. But maybe it did. Maybe it's in my email somewhere. But I was gonna then not do it, because I thought to myself I was going to try and get a refund, because I'm thinking, right, I am a YouTuber. Why am I joining a YouTube challenge? Then it dawned on me, I was like, well, his YouTube challenge is about people who have a school who then want to make YouTube channels. So I can see his best practices to try to think of like which specific videos should I make or something, according to this guy who's supposed to be a school on YouTube, like mixed expert, as in like the expert for that funnel. Then just before I was going to leave, because I thought, whatever, I'll make my own video ideas, it then dawned on me that I'm now in a community of other people who are all kind of doing the same thing. And something that I notice a lot, especially being like some work from home guy for my whole life, who now has quit my job to go all in on this, is that I don't know anyone. I don't have anyone to talk to about anything. And really, I never have, to be fair, other than maybe like 1 or 2 people a bit. Like, you know, like for example, I have my partner and I'll talk to her about stuff, but I don't have like, you know, other people in the same position as me to talk to, like colleagues. So just being a part of here, even just like lurking and maybe commenting or posting the kind of things that I'm doing or whatever. So here we go, like, you know, someone's written a script, go check out their script and tell them what I like and what I don't like or something. I don't know, just like a bit of community. So anyway, it dawned on me how valuable it is, because in my mind I was like, $19 a month just to be part of a community of like-minded people seemed worth it. So then it dawned on me, I was like, oh my goodness, this community thing's mad. It is just about like, you need a hook. It's almost like a YouTube video, but in an abstract form of, you need a hook to get people in to the community, and then once they're in, you just need to retain them through something. And honestly, if the price point is low enough, community is enough, I think, to maintain them. So I was thinking that with like AI to app as well, is he has a couple of monetization things. These are just side notes now, but he has like this done for you service for $2,000, $2,500. So I was thinking I could do an app, build an app done for you service for like $2,000 as well here or something, you know, or some sort of consultant upsell. So I was thinking of like these kind of ideas that I'm getting inspired by just being in other school communities. It's made me think that I should actually maybe pay for some of them. The main reason that I don't, to be fair, for some of them is of course the money, but the second thing is I don't want that to pollute my mind as to what I should make. So, you know, if you are making a new bar of chocolate, you can taste every chocolate on the planet to find the best one. Then the problem is you're going to try and recreate the best one. So that's why you want to make one that you think's best for your palate. You know, you want to build into it. You don't want to build down from it. Because if you build down from it, then you're just going to build someone else's thing. So that's kind of been one thing. And second is, I don't want to get too much inspiration that I accidentally copy as well. But I'm feeling that I do need to do it now, because I don't, for want of a better phrase, I don't know anyone in AI community, like, generally. And I was thinking it's a weird thing to be a YouTuber with, you know, a bunch of subscribers and loads of videos and stuff, and I don't really know anyone. And the only people that I do know are people that I've commented on their videos generally. So I think I need to do some networking on YouTube again, and maybe join some school communities and have like a kind of networking budget. I remember actually when I first started working at Accenture, they would talk about network. And I remember being like, what are you talking about? What is networking? What do you mean just get to know people? But see now, that would have been like 6 years ago. Now, I completely get it. You know, networking is most of the thing. You know, when you want to buy a gardener, it's you ask your mate or your neighbour, who's the gardener? Who's the guy? And then you just get that guy in. You know, you're not going to look through every single one and see who's the best. Word of mouth is the thing. So you need to be like in these groups of people where you're just the guy for a thing by word of mouth. So anyway, that's my blabber for the day. I hope you enjoyed. Long and short of it is we've made this cool SaaS here for YouTuber systems. It's looking slick. We've accidentally made another one here, which also looks pretty slick. And we have a school community where I've recorded all of the major videos for it now, which means that it's ready for release. So we'll release it fully tomorrow. And yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Comment anything, as always. Any questions, comment them. And I'll reply back. Yeah, see you in the next one. Actually, pause. I'm going to go and see if there are any comments. Right, no comments. But I have 2 subscribers, 69 views. Which is crazy, to be fair. And I know I'm going to sound crazy saying that because I have a channel with 40k subs and thousands of views, but this channel is just like complete flop land. I mean, look at it: 1 view, 8 view, 2, 5, 2, 1, blah blah blah. And if you're wondering, yeah, but look, the thumbnails are rubbish or the titles are rubbish. I mean, I'm just winging it because it's just supposed to be like a documenting stuff channel. But yeah, so if you have any questions, let me know, and I'll reply to them on these updates. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.